Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to make a deep dive analysis about Wildfire Staff here, specifically for Corrupted Dungeon. So this is the build. And for the skill set, usually the skill set to clear the mobs, and yeah, you can clear the mob fastly. And the reason why I like this build so much is because its versatility. So you can switch your W based on the enemy. Usually you start by this default skill set, and let's assume we meet our enemy here. We just click the name usually and inspect, and we just run and then change our W based on what the enemy use, like that. Actually, after editing the video, I'm aware that the duration is 30 minutes. So yeah, some of you maybe doesn't have time to watch them all. And here I plan to conclude all the content of this video in this single spreadsheet. And probably I also will keep this updating while I'm playing the game. I will put the link into description. Yeah, the first fight here will be Bow of Badon. So I start by fire artillery here because he is out of range, and of course he will cancel it. And here I think the first important part is your helmet skill. It basically has same cooldown as his ultimate skill, so you want to use this helmet specifically for his ultimate. Also, maybe the second important thing in here is the heal. You must be aware that the enemy doesn't have interrupt skill, so you can use your heal full duration. And also here, he already wastes his Q, and I just use the fire artillery. And as you can see in here, the helmet is already up, and he also casts his ultimate. Also here, landing your A skill will be a bit difficult versus a ranged weapon. So you really want to use your A skill when enemy charging at you, or maybe when you charge at to the enemy, like that. Here I'm okay with that E cancel my fire artillery, because fire artillery basically is just short cooldown. Here I managed to land my E, so it's deal so much damage, and I thought I can kill him here because he doesn't have sprint, but it's turned out he can survive. And yeah, he just reset after this. Here for the second run, as usual, use your helmet facing that E skill, and notice that he also have 4 debuff because he run. And here, using fire artillery in close range will deal a lot of damage, but you need to make sure that he already wastes his interrupt skill, like that. I managed to dodge that E. Actually not dodge, it's just lucky actually. So I win the trade hit here. So maybe he want to reset again, but I'm okay with that. He keep getting that debuff. It's already 6, 7 now. And yeah, just use your helmet for that E. Same cooldown. And here it's pretty close actually, and he managed to run again and reset. And go for the third round. He already received 14 debuff. And here actually my mistake. I make two mistakes. First is I didn't check his skill. He changed to Ray of Light, and I should have not used Fire Artillery in this case. I should change it to Mobility, the W1. And as you can see in here, I have some difficulty. Maybe if he doesn't have the debuff, he can kill me here. I think my second mistake was around here. Yeah, that one. So I thought the enemy has wasted his Q skill, so I do heal, but it's turned out he have the E skill. I should have known that based on my helmet cooldown actually, but maybe in here I just forgot about that. And how works that? So I spam this in one direction because the way is small. How do I explain that? I don't know. And here, as usual, you can just use helmet when he use the E skill. And here I successfully land 3 fire artillery skill, so he need to activate that 2 defensive skill in row, and that's really big, so it wins the game. Pretty good fight actually. I learned so much from this. And next, this is still Bow of Badon, but this case I was loose, and he is very good player. I believe when I checked the East Ganker, I saw his name at top 10 or top 20 leaderboard. So what can I learn from him in here is, first, he maintaining the range and always ready for my E. When I use sprint, he just like always ready. He avoid or do something about that. And he also never overcommit. He just maintaining the range. And also his reaction time I think is very good, like in this one I believe. He literally avoid my explosion using his armor. And yeah, like maintaining the range, ready for my sprint. I never got very close to him at all. So that's how you counter this Wildfire Staff using Bow of Badon. And I think it was around here the big idea, but it's turned out the stupid idea. So I baiting with heal and cancel my heal. I hope that he's not ready for my E, but it's turned out he can avoid that. He even pressed the Hunter Hood. Just insane reaction time I think. And this already game over. My Martlock activated, he just run, waiting the duration of the Martlock Cape. He even landed E. Okay, fine. I use my helmet and game over. And next fight against regular Frost Staff. I think what you really need to know versus regular Frost Staff is his strategy. So his strategy is that he use sprint and spam all of his burst damage like E, helmet, anything. And I don't know why he use key 3 in here. Uh, I I don't play Frost Staff so much. I play the Chill Hole so much, but not Frost Staff. But I think Q1 is better because it's like the projectile, and I think the range are also longer for Q1, but I'm not sure. I think the enemy is more expert than me. Then I just believe his decision is have the reason, like must have the reason, but I do know about that. In here, because the enemy doesn't have interrupt skill, you basically can heal anytime. But what you need to understand that if you heal so much, the enemy will run like this. And this one interesting. So I thought he already run, and it's turned out he used the assassin jacket, and this way he doesn't need to activate the sprint to deal that burst damage to me. So here he activates his sprint, so I just also activate his sprint because I know he's going to burst me down like usual. And I don't know what should I comment in this match actually. Just land your Q properly maybe, and do proper trade hit. Oh yeah, and here I can literally use heal anytime like this. So because he doesn't have the interrupt skill, you need to make this advantage. Keep running, and oh yeah, he's blundering in here. So he already used W here, and then he used sprint for nothing literally. So as you can see in here, so all of his defensive skill already waste. I can land my E properly and yeah, win the game. Still good fight, I think. Next against dual swords. I think versus dual sword is not very hard. What you really need to know is you need to land your firewall after he jump like this. Don't use firewall if he doesn't jump. He need to use E first, and you must be aware with this with giant boots. So if he activated the giant boots, he can pass the firewall and you just use sprint. And this one, it's maybe a bit difficult, but you can time the jump with your helmet. Just practice, I believe. Not really hard, but yeah, not also easy. Here I think he want to reset. Yeah, and he successfully do that by this lava. So I just reset in here. And then the second run, he protect himself with that watcher and bat. I managed to use my helmet, use the firewall after he jumped, land my E, sprint out when he lifesteal, he jump again and firewall, healing up. Turn out he used the gigantic potion here, but it's okay, and just straight hit. I think the key is how you use the skill sequentially without panicking. And next, Deathgiver. Basically, it's same like the dual sword, but the jump now is on W. Usually people using the shadow step, if I'm not wrong. The W4, this one. So after use that one, you can use the firewall, same as dual sword jump. And usually for the armor, I never use heal versus Deathgiver, but I don't know, maybe in here I forgot. And also in here he is blundering here. He literally used the helmet skill, lifesteal, and also W at the same time. In character dungeon, you literally never press all skill at the same time like that. And maybe this one is not very good example versus Deathgiver. So I recommend you to check my first Wildfire Staff video. There are two peoples, and both of them I think top leaderboard when using the Deathgiver. It's very good fight to learn. So the next versus Lifetouch. In here you are using fire artillery, even he not run, because the key defeating this build is just burst him down with all of your skill. I know he will heal up like this, so he already full HP, right? And I managed to land the, you need to land the E must hit, I think. Because even he received that 3 fire artillery and E, his heal is very crazy. That one, oh. It's actually huge damage, but heal can survive. Here, his heal is literally crazy. Not very easy, but not really hard also, I think. And next is regular bow. I think it's a bit similar with Bow of Badon, but I think it's easier because his E now is not going interrupt your skill. So you just need to aware with uh, Q, the interrupt from his Q. Use the helmet usually when at first hit of Martlock Cape and E, and use heal after you sure he used the Q. And here he also already used the Q, and I just fire artillery. Basically just be aware with the Q and use heal and or fire artillery after that. Pretty simple versus regular bow. And here also versus regular bow, but I'm loose in here. So the reason I lose in here is this guy avoid my Q, like I don't know how he can do that. See this? He like move randomly. He like predicting my Q. See, that's, and when he activate his E, he just never making gap. I I need to heal this. He don't waste his Q, and he also only use that when I'm healing or do fire artillery. He's very good player. He know how to counter this build actually. And yeah, game over. And next versus Arcane Staff. It's bit similar with regular bow, but you don't need fire artillery here because he can like silence you in the middle of fire artillery, and mostly you like do something like this, threat hit with Q. But you don't want to be really close because he's passive, normal hit. I don't know, I didn't meet the Arcane Staff a lot, so I think this one is the only best video I have versus Arcane Staff. Use E when he like committing at you like that, so you will make sure that it will land. And yeah, he's running but wrong way. He's killed by the mobs. Not a good way to die though, but I think he still used the skill, sequence of skill properly like that. Next versus Fire Staff. What? Oh yeah, in here you are using Fire Wave the different W than other weapon. And what I learned from this fight is, if versus other weapon, usually you sprint and cast your E, but if you are using fire wave, you need to cast your W first and then E, so you will not getting interrupted like me. And I don't know, if I play fire staff, a regular fire staff versus wildfire staff, let's say me versus me, I think fire staff is better because he have a long range. And in here I thought I'm going to die, and it's turned out I win. How come? Also the next one is same, using fire staff. In this one I thought I'm winning, but it's turned out I was lose. That's weird actually. I successfully blocked that E using the helmet. You see here, I managed to land my E. I even can heal up in here when he's using that clerical. I thought I'm winning here, but bam, his E just very hurt. What? So yeah, basically you need to be very careful with that. And then, oh yeah, this guy is top 3 in the East Ganker, in the leaderboard. I still remember when I checked in the East Ganker. I literally cannot do anything versus this. See? He throw the helmet. I cannot cast any skill. Even that E is landing, I think I will just reflect it to myself. And here I managed to time my helmet, but it doesn't matter actually. I trying to survive as best as I can. So what I learned from here is this skill set is not really work. So in the next clip here, the next video, I use this new skill set, the Q1 and W fire wave, and use passive 3. So basically just do the same, running when he have that armor and heal up when he doesn't have the interrupt. But what the difference is, here your Q is really hurt and you can cancel that reflect immediately. See, the damage is very huge, and I think this skill set is only work versus regular spear. I don't think that this work versus other weapon. Other weapon is still better use key 3 and passive 4. Only for spear case you use key 1, W fire wave, and passive 3. And I'm not sure if I fight the same guy, the previous guy, the rank 3 leaderboard, because in here he's only like 100k infamy or 200. I didn't see that one. Let's see after we kill this guy. But I think he is still a good player. He do the combo properly, I think. Oh yeah, start from this video, I didn't pause so much because I already explained everything I think at the first video. Basically just same. When he used the armor, we just run. And make sure you healing up after you sure he already used the interrupt skill, his E skill. When he used that reflect, just interrupt. And maybe if player see you, spear player see you using fire wave and he try to change to impale, and I think that time you need to change your W to W1, so you will have mobility like that. And next one is the last one, versus mirror. This is always hard because, yeah, basically you fight yourself. So the key is how you land your Q much more than the enemy, like this. Skill shot, I think, the most important thing. Heal up, he also heal up. It's very hard actually. I don't know what the best approach versus mirror. I don't know what should I comment in here. Maybe just check how I win this fight. Oh yeah, landing the W. It's really important. And here I successfully landing my E. That's very huge. I decided to just make the gap close. And I made mistake in here, I think. Yeah. Why I pressed that helmet? And I heal solid. He used the E and fire wave. And I think if he continue, I will die in here. But I managed to reset in here. I don't know why he not come to me, but I managed to reset in here. And in this second round, I think I lose the trade hit. He land the Q better than me. Yeah, I lose the trade hit in here. So now it's time for me to reset. But I managed to land my E in here, I think. Yeah. That's huge. Just in case that helmet is not necessary though. And it's true not I managed to land my Q like 2 times in here. Healing up, he also healing up. Very tough, I would say. Skill shot is matter. And what is the win situation in here? I forgot. Yeah, I think I just managed to land the Q much more than him. And the difference is also like I'm using the soldier helmet and he's using the clerical. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this very long video, I believe. And as my token of gratitude, I just really want to give away these 3 word set. So it worth nearly 1 million. And just leave your comment and in-game name in the comment section. And I don't really plan to make a timestamp for this part, so I hope the people who get this giveaway was people watching until the end, or people notice something in the comment section like that. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you in the next video.